Cybersecurity experts are warning about a notorious online marketplace that sells sensitive data. As CBS News reports, cybercriminals have created a platform called Genesis, which is making money selling people's digital identities. And the online shop may be helping hackers carry out cyber attacks, including those on U.S. companies and government organizations. For more on all this, I want to bring in CBSN tech reporter Dan Patterson. Dan, what is Genesis, and tell us what kind of sensitive information is being sold?
Hi, Lana. Good to see you. So Genesis is kind of the Amazon of hacker markets. Now, we've heard about these dark web markets for a long time that sell exploits and drugs and guns. But Genesis is a slick and very easy to use version of that. It was launched in late 2018. It had a handful of accounts on it. Now there's over 400,000 we call accounts, or they call bots. It's kind of a misnomer. What they really mean are browser fingerprints and cookies. These are, our session IDs. When we log into a website, we have that little piece of code that's planted on our computer called a cookie. And in that cookie is an encrypted version of our login session. Now, that sounds a little complex. It just really means you don't have to enter your password every time you go to a site. Well, if hackers can swipe that, they can also steal that, and that allows them to exploit any number of sites. And the experts I spoke with over the last few weeks are pretty concerned that this rise of ransomware as a service gangs are using this market and others very similar to it to target U.S. companies and government organizations this fall.
So, Dan, you just said that it's not on the dark web. It's hosted on the regular internet and, quote, sports a modern interface that even offers an FAQ page for new users. This doesn't sound like what we come to think of as cyber hackers. So how has the site been able to evade law enforcement, and has it been connected with any cyber attacks that we know of?
Yeah, so Lana, when we think about these dark web markets, you probably have this picture in your head of these kind of sketchy websites on the weird part of the internet that are hard to get to, and there's only criminals there. Well, that's a pretty accurate picture. Now, that also means that the market for buyers and sellers is pretty limited on those dark web markets. Genesis kind of gets rid of that. It makes it very, very easy to access. Yeah, you need an invite code, but those are easy to get. This is a real innovation. What's really innovative here is their ability to kind of cloak themselves and stay online for now about 3 years, and to scale up pretty rapidly from under 100,000 to over 400,000 different accounts. So the experts I spoke to said that what they really have is good operational security, meaning they have a protocol and plan in place to kind of cloak their IP address and the traffic going to and out of the website. Now, that's not very sophisticated, of course. What is sophisticated, or at least what is really interesting about this site, is that there really haven't been slip-ups. They must have a pretty strict security protocol, and their employees, the operators of the site, are following the protocol pretty strictly. This makes it hard for law enforcement and for others to get a hold of a server, even on the ClearNet, that is hosted in a country that won't extradite to the U.S. So it's really interesting the way that they use the internet, the way it's intended to be constructed to kind of obfuscate web traffic.
Well, appreciate your advanced warning system on this, Dan. Thank you.
Good to see you.